Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We got a very special guest and his mum in the studio today. His name is Jack Gibbens-Johnson. Now, Jack is very good cricketer, but received some pretty bad news recently, and we need to have a chat to him and his mum. He's here with his beautiful mum, Mandy. Jack, Mandy, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Thanks
for
coming in, guys.
Yeah, lovely to see you.
Under the circumstances, Jack, you're on crutches at the moment. You've had an operation on your leg.
Yep.
Explain to everybody what's been going on.
Around last year, late last year, I think it was October, I was diagnosed with an osteosarcoma, which is a type of bone cancer in the knee. So
you were just getting a bit of pain in there playing cricket, or how did you know about it?
Since the start of the year, so started 2022, I couldn't really stretch it or bend it back. Progressively got worse, and I remember playing. There was a soccer finals, and I remember playing, and I couldn't run on it. It was just really, really painful. And then that's when the physio was like, maybe we should go get an X-ray. It was a day after my first cricket game for the year, which was so crazy.
Kidding me.
At the start, I didn't really understand most of it. Kind of thought, I'll go through this and I'll be all right. But it wasn't until in the middle, kind of after this surgery, where it really got tough because I lost my mobility.
Yeah, I bet.
You lose all your independence, and then you get mum and dad to do everything, and you're in so much pain. And I think, that's when you know that, this is a hard journey, and, it's kind of the hardest part.
You love your cricket. Great cricketer yourself that we heard. So when the tumour was found on your leg, can you basically tell us, just how much did they had to take out of your leg to get that as much as that tumour out?
I believe it was 16 centimetres around that.
My
so
gosh.
It was, up from the knee, and then 16 centimetres above that knee.
And what's got you through it, Jack? What's been, is it having... Oh, God, Mum's getting me upset already, but is it having Mum and Dad there and your sister there? What's been getting you through this?
Definitely having just support. Them family's been so supportive, and just even the cricket club, they had dedicated a whole round to sarcoma, which was amazing, and the school as well, and just having so many people just text you and just know that they're behind you and got support, and you can reach out to anyone at any time. And it's really just been that support network that have just kept me going, even when things are tough, and days feel like years. That day is just terrible, just feels so long, and you just have to kind of know that it will get better, things will get better.
Can I ask, as a 17-year-old boy, I mean, it's probably the toughest time of your life anyway, going through high school, going through your HSC, you get news like this. In some of your dark days, what goes through your mind as a 17-year-old boy? What are you thinking?
Yeah, well, obviously initially you'd have sort of a lot of anxiety and worry about what could happen, and the possibilities, you could die from it, that's, and especially being in a ward where you're the youngest by 30 years, it's really just a lonely place sometimes. And I remember I was in a shared ward, and you just hear so many horrible stories from the patients next to you, just it's spread everywhere, and they're talking about when they pass away, what they're going to do to their children.
Oh my gosh.
It just it really affects you mentally, just they're kind of giving up, or
of course it does.
What about you, Mum, in these tough moments? How do you go?
It's been tough to see my child in so much pain, and it's been a bit hard, but I've got a great husband, Joel, and Jack's twin sister, Ava, and we've really, as a really close unit, but now we're even closer. And I'm just so proud of Jack and how he's coped with something that, you think you only get cancer when you're old, but it's something pretty tough for a 17-year-old, or 16 he was, 16 when he was diagnosed, and it's changed his life, and together as a family we are looking forward to a positive future.
100%.
Well, do you know what? It's also, and I know how close you guys are as a family, and it's all about creating memories and that as well. You guys just thought you were coming in for a bit of a tour today, but we just wanted to say to you that we've got your back, and your story really, really touched us. So we want to create a memory for you guys. Thanks to Aaron Finch and also Waddy. If we're going to be sending you and your family on a much-needed holiday to the Gold Coast. Return flights, 4-night stay, so you can take a break and continue to make some of these cherished memories together. We also have another gift for you. We've got a special guest up on the screen for you, Jack. His name is Pat Cummins. Have you ever heard of this bloke
What
before?
does he do?
Hey, you Patty.
Hey.
G'day all. G'day Jack. Thanks for sharing your story. That was amazing. I've been listening in for the last little bit.
Yeah.
Feel very privileged. So, thanks for that, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, it's looking forward to that surgery and just being able to move again and rehab and hopefully, back to cricket.
Jack, is there a message that you want to hand to our captain here of Australia about a looming Ashes tour coming up? Is there anything that you want to say to Pat, Jack?
Any tips?
You've done well previously, so I'm sure you'll do well again and, give it to those Poms, I guess.
Well done, Jackie!
Don't stuff it up, Pat. I think that's what he's saying. Don't
You're
make
already
a meal.
a better speaker than me in front of the boys, so I'm stealing that one.
Now, Pat, we do have someone else that's going to be helping you out. Is Baxter Holt from the Sydney Thunder. He's the
Where's
wicketkeeper
Baxter?
there.
Oh,
and
here
this
he
is
is.
from Pat and the boys. They've signed a bat for you, Jack.
Thanks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's flowers for Mum.
So nice.
Buttering up mum.
That's signed by the Australian cricket team, Jack.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
You boys, Baxter, there's something like this, when you train so hard and sport is your life, to do something like this and to get involved and make someone's day, it must be quite big for the boys in the team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great perspective shifter for us. We're able to live a hobby and get paid to do it. So for us to take time out of our days to look after Jack and put a different aspect to his life, hopefully we have highlighted a moment in his time.
Absolutely.
Well, Pat, we know how busy you are, mate, leading up to the Ashes, so we really appreciate your time, mate. So thank you very much for coming on. Any last words that you want to have for Jack?
Thanks again for sharing your story, Jack. You're amazing, mate. You've done brilliantly so far, and you're affecting so many lives positively by sharing your story. And thanks for getting us all involved, and all the best with what's next. And hopefully you can get back to a couple of those sports, and we're all right behind you, mate.
thank you.
Doesn't Pat's hair continue to look good, which is
Well done,
fantastic.
Pat. Thank you so much, mate.
Thanks for dressing
Patty.
up for
Patty,
us.
good luck
Thanks,
at the
Pat.
Ashes.
Thanks all.
See
All
you,
the best, Jack.
See you,
Cheers.
buddy.
You have an amazing family, Jack, and they're all here today watching you. Mum's got the flowers there, but you also have an amazing support base around you as well, mate.
Yeah.
So don't ever think that you're going through this alone, and don't ever feel like that your dream of playing cricket is over. I think we're going to see you back out on the cricket pitch again, and stay positive, mate, and keep your chin up.
We can't wait to see it.
We want to say a big thank you to What If, because they're helping out, sending you and the family to the Gold Coast. 4 nights return flights for some much needed time away, and we want to thank them by reminding everybody that if you're thinking about planning your next trip, tap into extra savings with What If's Mates Rates. Sign up at whatif.com and unlock exclusive offers today. What If? It's Aussie for travel. Also, thanks to Pat and Baxter for the signed bat from the Australian cricket team. We know how much you love your cricket, mate, so you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of that.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.